I'm not going to treat you like a fool. How many days in a row do you want me to talk about the concept of respecting your audience, respecting your fans? Coca, can you play 42 seconds of the funniest tape of all time?
I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you. But I left my family to be the coach at Texas A&M. I took the job at Texas A&M to never take another job again, and that hasn't changed in my mind. And that's unfair to talk about something like that. That'd be like you asking Montgomery if he's going to sign in the draft. But I understand you got to ask the question, but I gave up a big part of my life to come take this job, and I've poured every ounce of my soul in this job, and I've given this job every single ounce I can possibly give it. So write that.
Coach, thank you very much.
Guess where he walked? He quit the next day and went to Texas. It's so good. It's so good. He meets the media to tell you he's not going anywhere. I don't exactly know what he means that he left his family, like he got divorced or he moved away from his family. I'm not sure of the specifics about that, but I'll take him at his word that he left his family to be the coach at Texas A&M. Now, he took the coach to never take another job again. Does he mean a job in baseball or like a job as a toll collector or any sort of job? Like he's paid enough money that this is my last job. Never going to work again. I'm not Patino. I'm out. Totally out. You've poured every ounce of my soul into the job. What does that mean? Like you're now soulless? That makes sense to me. You have your hands behind the sign of your name because you don't have a soul, because you left your soul in San Francisco. I have nothing left to give. I've given this job every single ounce I can possibly give. Holy crikeys, we don't want you back next year. You've got nothing left to give. You can't be good at your job because you're empty. I wonder what Texas is thinking. Boy, I hope he's got a few ounces left. Yes, he left. He walked out of that press conference and then took a different job. I know what happened. You know what, David? You are way too cynical. My bad. I just realized, sorry, we didn't prep this before the show. This is what happened. Of course, he walked off. That has to be it. All right. This is the smart way to think about it. So he walks off, and then this happens. Hey, Jim, it's John Cocktoaston. How you doing? Yeah, I'm here. I'm the booster at Texas. Yeah, Texas. That Texas. We just saw that press conference, and were you being serious about that or not? Because we've got an offer for you. I don't know that you'll even think about it because it would appear to me you wouldn't think about it because you are giving all of your ounces and you left your family and moved your family, didn't move your family. However, would you ever consider becoming the head coach of Texas? I just walked out of the press conference. Thank you, John, but I can't. We can offer you a great package, great NIL. We have a nice office. We'd like you to come at least tour. Tour? I don't need to tour. I'll take it. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the first call came as he sprinted out of the press conference. Maybe his phone was ringing, and that's why he left his press conference so quickly. That would be a nice way to look at things, wouldn't it? I think that's funny. What's the more likely thing that happened? Do you think it's more likely or less likely that he had been in negotiations with Texas when he made those statements? Do you think that he looked and said, I got carried away and I probably shouldn't have said that? Do you think that he thinks about his credibility moving forward with anything that he says about anything going forward? Why is it that people do this? Why do you speak in extremes in your personal life, in your professional life, and back yourself into a corner? Kids do that. And then they double down and triple down on a lie. It's why you don't ever ask a kid a question that you know the answer to, and you know that they're going to give you the wrong answer because you're telling the kid, hey, here's a brain synapse I got to do. I can't tell my mother that I stole the cake, or ate the cake. So I'm going to have to tell her I didn't, even though there's crumbs all over my face. And there's a Ring camera showing that I did it. What's the purpose? And if you know you're going to be asked a question, which at the end of every season, every single manager and coach is asked the same question. Well, how do you feel about next year? What are you looking forward to next year? You're not signed for next year. You are signed for next year. Whatever the case is, you know the question's going to come. What's the purpose of it? What's the purpose of lying to the audience about that? Why not just say, this is where I am today? We can get frustrated by that as the media or as fans, but just say that. I am committed to where I am right now. That's reasonable.